Okay, seem to be back live. Apologies here, I'm not sure what's going on. I lose signal when I get up to the park. So I've got to figure out what's going on there. So it appears I'm back live. I don't know. As soon as I got up to the park, I met Nate. Nate is running for mayor here in Greenfield in the Democratic Party, which is absolutely absurd. But we're going to see. I might be part of a mayoral campaign as we head into the election cycle here. Yes, I'm back, Nancy. I lost signal there at the park. So we're through the park and still on the trail. So I'm going to experiment and see what happens when we turn around and go back. We'll see if I lose signal when I get back to the park, and then we'll take it from there as far as diagnosing what we need to do. Again, a good morning to everyone. Good morrow, as they said back in the 1770s. Good morrow. A good morrow to you. This is the back of the Greenfield Police Department. Actually, the side. I got the camera turned a little bit because one of our homeless is sheltering over here to my right, and I don't want to invade their privacy. Come on, Oakley, let's run across here. And there you can see the front of the Greenfield Police Department. We are basically downtown, walking along what's known as the Pennsy Trail. Well, it's kind of walking. We got to stop and sniff every sign and pole and doggy telegraph, so she knows what of who of her friends have been up here and who hasn't. Apologies for losing the stream earlier. I couldn't help it. It wasn't my fault. We're just, for some reason, I'm having connection troubles at the park. And not to be conspiratorial, but it could be that some people don't like me up there videoing. Quite honestly, I was one of the most prominent opposition to the Republican Party people in the state of Indiana at one time. And some people that were in politics back then still remember, and they're, of course, still in power. So I'm not saying that's what's happening. I sure hope it's not, but it could be that my connection's blackballed from the depot or some such place. I hope not. Come on. She has got to stop and smell, like I said, every single... yeah, Nancy, there might be a Wi-Fi blocker in the park. Everybody else up there had no problem streaming. So, I don't know what's going on. And of course, I'm on my phone, so I'm not catching every comment because I got to look across the streets and look to see where we're at and such. So hello to everyone tuning in. Thank you. One of the little markers there. We're a sister city to a city in Japan, Nakama city in Japan. So we've got some of their stuff over here in our little park, Kakuda, Kakuda, 6,309 miles. Oh, they're not here to see you. They're here to walk. Thank you, ladies. And we're behind the county office building. Oh, damn, Loki. When Oakley decides she wants to go somewhere, she generally does. She's an Anatolian Shepherd, a herding dog from the Himalayan mountains, primarily from Turkey, and herds yaks, those big hairy cows, and mountain goats. And occasionally she herds me as well. Again, she's checking the Doggy Telegraph to see who of her friends have been up here along the path. We haven't been up here for a few days. We haven't been to this part of the trail in a few weeks, actually. We've been taking shorter walks because it's hot, but got out this morning to try to take advantage of the more cooler air than we're going to have this afternoon. And we're just walking along the Pennsy Trail. Hi, folks. How are you?
Good.
All right. And now we're getting into the wooded part of the trail, getting outside of the downtown area. And this trail, actually, you can see it go forward. So ready for fall and winter. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Stunning. I like the colors of the fall, but Lori Arnold, walk with treats in your pocket? No, I do not. I don't do that. I never have done that. She just kind of likes to walk. Actually, she likes to run, and we do that every once in a while because I need to be able to run. Oh no, we got a missing kitty. $100 reward. Indoor kitty, very timid and scared, not really friendly, may be able to get with canned food. Name is Reggie, missing from Main Street. Aw. What do you think, girl? We will get her some water back at the park. She's starting to get the, I've been walking too long slobbers. Come on, let's go up this way just a little bit more. We'll go up to the, maybe we'll go up to the bridge. That may be too far. What do you think? Yes, Cunning, you're right. Fall and winter, depending on where you're at. If you're where I'm at, fall and winter means heating costs, and I'm anticipating a really cold winter here. We had a mild winter last year, not a lot of snow, not a lot of really incredibly freezing temperatures, so I imagine we'll pay for that this winter. And if you're just joining us, thanks for clicking on. It's Doofus and I solo today. We don't have Lori Arnold and Spike the Wonder Dog with us. and we are on the Pennsy Trail. It's a walking, biking, rollerblading trail that goes for about 7 miles in total. It goes another 2 miles straight down that way to the end. How you doing, sir? As I said, biking, and it goes about 4 miles back to the west. So it's a really nice place that we like to take advantage of as far as getting out and getting our exercises in. And I was trying to get us to get up here to the bridge, but she just wants to stop and smell everything. But that's what dogs do. Dogs are like that. Come on. One day she was poking down in the weeds and there was a black snake down there. She wasn't sure what to think of that. And we got a puppy coming behind us here too, so we'll get up here a little bit and turn around. Beautiful day. The 25th day, Oakley. My gosh, come on, girl. 25th day of September. It's almost October. And a reminder, October the 4th, there is going to be a test of the National Emergency Alert broadcasting system, a nationwide test. Every cell phone, every television set is supposed to get a message from federal government testing our national security in case of a natural disaster. Now, I brought this up a few times on the show. It's already gotten to the point where the QAnon people are saying that the test on October the 4th is going to turn anybody that's had a vaccine into zombies. So don't be surprised if you're hearing that. Hello, how are you? Come on. They're just walking. They're not here to see you. Come on. Hope I didn't, slap yourself in the forehead. But that's the word from the QAnon side, is that on October 4th, anybody that's had a vaccine, when the emergency alert goes off, everybody's going to be a zombie. Oh, it's crazy. I've been having Chris on Wednesday nights, and we've been talking about what's been going on around the world. We're not doing it to freak anybody out. We're not doing it to sell survival equipment. We're just doing it because nobody else is. You're not getting the information from mainstream as to what's really going on. At the moment, just a brief update here. At the moment, there is an effort underway in Niger to get the French ambassador and all the French troops out of Niger. The leader of Burkina Faso, also in Africa, says that that the West, that the United States and Europe are not in Africa to keep peace, but they're only there for natural resources. Something Chris and I have been talking about too. And China has moved a bunch of troops and tanks to the port nearest to Taiwan for what they are calling, quote unquote, drills. If you remember, this is exactly what happened in Ukraine. Russia moved troops to the Ukrainian border saying they were there for drills, nothing to worry about. and then invaded. And Russia's conducting naval drills off the coast of Poland and conducting military drills in Belarus on the border of Poland. So a lot of stuff going on. The United States has pledged $100 million to fund Kenya in sending 1,000 police-keeping troops into Haiti. So we've been talking about that as well. So there's an update on stuff going on around the world that we'll be talking about on Thursday night this week instead of Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to be covering the Republican Party presidential debate to decide the candidate for president from the Republican Party. And I don't know if it was on the first part of this live. I did coming into the park, I lost signal, but I met Nate, and Nate is running for mayor here in Greenfield in the party opposition to the Republican Party. So we talked for a couple of minutes there. He wants me to get in touch with him through his social media, which I'll do, and I may end up with a job on a political campaign as an advisor. Who knows? It's not like I'm not subject matter expert or anything. So, but it is a matter of, will he have any money? I've done more than my share of volunteering already. Well, thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that. Try to make it as entertaining and substantive as possible. I've seen Shaun of the Dead 150 times. I'm ready. Hey, buddy. Got a boxer over there. He's not happy that we're out here walking, and he's not. But again, coming back into the kind of the heart of downtown county courthouse, beautiful county courthouse. It's been there for a little over 100 years. And we'll be up here in a couple of weeks for Riley Days. They shut the town down and have vendors come in and entertainment. Riley Days is in honor of James Whitcomb Riley, who's known as the Hoosier Poet, and was born and grew up right here in Indiana, or right here in Greenfield, actually. And he's the one that, he created Raggedy Ann and Andy, Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy. In one of his stories, dolls were eventually created. There was eventually a cartoon called Little Orphan Annie that came from James Whitcomb Riley's writings. So when you go to Broadway and you see Annie, that started right here. Started actually about 3 blocks to the south of where we are. The house that is James Whitcomb Riley's house museum, which we will we'll go on a tour of one day. It is it's not his birthplace. He was actually born in a house about 3 blocks south, and 2 blocks west of where we are right now. And we're at State Road 9 again. We will have to run across here after this. Let's go. Come on. All right. We made it across State Street, State Road 9. Again, here's the Greenfield Police Department. And I mentioned that we're a sister city, Greenfield and Kakuta, Japan. So, and this is, this little area is called Sister City Park Donors. This is the Sister City Park. Depot Street Park is where we go for the concerts in the other block. Oh, I did not know that lady was right behind me on a bike. I apologize for constantly spinning around. It's not that I'm trying to dazzle you with camera work. It's Oakley is trying to wrap me up with a leash. She is, she's strong, she's stubborn, she's pooping. We'll come back and get it off camera. Big building up there is the depot. As I said, that I started to tell you anyway, the Pennsy Trail is where the railroad lines used to run. Used to run from east to west, and the depot was the grain mill. The depot was where farmers would bring in. It was also where you caught the train if you were a passenger riding in one of the passenger cars. But it was primarily used for transporting grain. Farmers would bring their grain in, they'd sell it to the mill. The mill would either process it into cornmeal, or they would leave it whole kernel, as well as beans, and then they would load them onto rail cars to be shipped both to the East Coast and the West Coast to feed the hungry masses in the cities. And so that's why it's been refurbished now, and it's no longer a grain mill. It's a farm-to-table pub, and has some beers from some local breweries. We got the Wooden Bear Brewery here in town. Okay, we're coming back into the park. Losing signal. I hope so. I've got to go out and talk to Tony, the guy that runs all the sound and does all the booking. And when I do that, I'll see if we can find out something about there's some kind of Wi-Fi blocker on here. I don't know, maybe it's just my phone. And I didn't have any trouble until the Motley Crue band, the Motley Crue tribute band. And that was the first band that was up here using backtracks, using pre-recorded songs and acting like they were playing. And that was the first night I had. So maybe it has something to do with the technology. They're broadcasting those tracks that they've pre-recorded and play along with, or pretend to be playing when they're playing. Because it seems like Well, at the moment anyway, I'm not having any trouble. It could have been the drone. Let's see if Oakley will get some water to get us the rest of the way home here. Yeah. This is one of the fountains, and her absolute favorite place. Likes to lay in it to get herself all cooled off so we can make it the rest of the way back to home. And this is what the back of the depot looks like. And again, going. And then New Year's Eve, they're going to shoot fireworks off the top of the depot. Massive homage to Ukraine over here with people planted sunflowers all up and down this area. Some of them still visible. Come on, we're going this way. We're not going over there. Come on. And they've just put these in within probably the last 6 weeks. They've got bicycles now that you can rent and ride around town. There's 3 spots where you can turn your bike back in after somebody else walking here. We gotta keep it. Oh, beautiful dogs. Okay. And I mentioned the grain trains. This is an homage to one of those. Into Indy, or catch a train all the way across at the Ohio-Indiana border. Okay. Frozen again. Dang it. I'll get this figured out. That young lady's coming behind us now with her dogs. Come on. Let's keep ahead of them. Back now? Good. All right. We'll see if we can get up here a little bit farther, and I'll go ahead and close it out so I don't keep buffering and lose it. And I'm losing battery power, and I don't have a pack with me. But it is a beautiful trail to walk and exercise, and for, again, Oakley to be able to tell who's been through here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's get home. Oh, Oakley, they're not coming to see you. Come on. So I'm not sure what's going to happen tonight, whether I'm going to be on tonight later or not live, or who knows, it might show up on Lori Arnold's channel if she's live later. Tomorrow night, probably, Tuesday night will probably be nothing unless something major happens. Gotcha. Thank you, sir. Let me know when they're coming and where he's at. Appreciate that. Wednesday we'll be doing the debate, Republican debate. And Thursday we're going to have Chris on. So give you a little idea what's coming up this week here. And of course, you never know when we're just going to hop on and do some things. So hit the subscribe. If you've enjoyed this, hit the like. There's a little more of the artwork from Nakama. That means peace. Thank you, Cunning. You have a wonderful day too. And everybody in chat, everybody watching, have a wonderful day. And this is a good spot to stop right here on the beautiful purple flowers. Thank you for being here. Thanks for clicking on, and have a blessed day. We'll see you next time.